They stumble because they disobey the message. Good morning, family of God. I come to you this morning from 1 Peter chapter 2 in the latter part of verse 8, where Peter makes a bold statement. Makes a bold statement about these folk who stumble around because they disobey the message. You ever met anybody that just simply won't obey what you tell them to do? You ever had a kid who's out of control, whether it's at your job or whether it's in your house? They disobey and they face difficult decisions and consequences because they didn't listen to you in the first place. I tell you, we have a lot of grown folk who simply disobey the message. They try to live life their own way. They don't have Jesus as the center, as the cornerstone of their life, and they want to follow whatever what makes them feel good. And now, when they're having to face consequences of decisions they made 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, now they want to blame the entire world for their bad decisions. They lashing out at other folk. When it's not someone else who made that decision for you, it's not someone else who was raising your children or someone else who was causing you to do the things that you did. No, it wasn't them. It was something you wanted to do. And you decided that that's what made you feel good. And now that you have to face consequences, now you want to blame other folk. Peter simply says they stumble because they disobeyed. Many of us have not learned the simplistic view, the idea that we need to obey God. You know any people like that? Have you yourself ever struggled with obedience? Maybe that's why there's so much hell going on in your life right now, because you just simply disobeyed the message. Peter had given them the analogy of a precious cornerstone, a chosen cornerstone. The builders rejected it, and now it has become the capstone. Capstones were so crucial in building houses back then. It was the stone that you built the whole foundation of the house on, and if you remove that capstone, the house eventually fell. And I tell you, there are people today, because they refuse to obey or even listen to the message of God, that they're building their houses on false ideologies, false values and beliefs. They build it on something that does not last forever. And they are reaping the consequences of the decision they've sown and made years ago. Bible says that a man reaps what he sows. Whatever you sow, you shall also reap. And there are people who are reaping seeds of disobedience. They've laid down all their life. Now they don't know where to go. It's running them out of their mind. They don't know what to do, how to turn it around. Well, I tell you what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to make Jesus the cornerstone, the capstone of your life. The Lord is not going to erase all the bad you did, but the Lord can guide you through and show you how to make better decisions now based on His spirit and purpose for your life. And what will happen, even those seeds that you've sown, man, even though you're reaping some bad stuff, the Lord can even begin to prune those. Chop down some of that stuff that you've done in your past, because now you're beginning to sacrifice and sow new seeds. And they too will sprout up into a beautiful spiritual house of God. Man, I tell you, learn to obey the message. You know the word. You've heard it. It's been preached to you. You know the Bible is right in front of you. Take some time to read His word and learn what God says about you and your purpose, what you've been designed for. And then spend more time in prayer, asking God to give you the spirit of obedience that you may lay down your life and follow and obey His word. Be blessed, endure through all the trials, and know that God loves you.